All right, guys, how's it going? Another video. Last video, we got the rad shell, rad mounted cooling system all plumbed. Time to start on the doors. This one is the worst of the two. The hinges are all totally busted out of it. They're just like floating around in here. So both hinges, same thing. They're just floating around in there. So first thing I'm gonna do is get this broken glass and stuff out of here. Get the hinges broke free out of it. I have all new latches, new strikers, new everything for these doors. So we're gonna completely rebuild everything. This is the worst one. The post is actually on the truck a little cracked up as well, so we got a little bit of repair to do there. But we'll get started, bust this stuff down, and I'll show you what what the plan is once I get it all torn apart. Door's totally tore down. All kinds of treasures inside that door. Tire irons, pieces of machinery, old wrenches, a couple U-bolts. Found one of the windshield arms inside there. I thought this was interesting too. So old school oil can. Little push button on the bottom. It says made in Canada on the top of it. One of the largest manufacturing facilities for oil cans, and I believe they were actually invented, was actually like 2 hours away from here. So kind of fitting that that is in there. You can see the top hinge actually had screws in it from the factory. So I'm going to try to heat these, get them out. If I can't get them out, I'll grind the head off and drill them as best I can and try to save the threads. If I can't save the threads, I might have to weld them up and yeah, try and re-tap it. This one here was riveted from the factory. Try and get the rivets knocked out. You can see what that inner brace was. It wasn't anything too special. It's just like 16 gauge sheet metal, spot welded in a few spots. So we'll just kind of replicate that. Cut a section out here large enough. You can see about where the last rivet is here. The bottom one came to here. You can see where that last rivet's torn out. So I'll cut the outer skin off big enough to where I can actually access that inner structure, make a new inner structure piece that the hinge can attach to, and make a new cap, weld the cap back in. Same thing at the top, just drill it out. Think you can see where the rivets or the spot welds were. So I'll just cut the cap off. It's fairly rusty in a couple spots here. Just from the sandwiching of the layers. Cut the rust out and make a new brace. Get the hinges fitted. Next time we come back, the door will be good to go. You can see they have the wrong latch in here. This is like a Model T latch out of like a Roadster or a touring car or something. And they clearly missed a few times when they were trying to drill holes to mount this thing. None of those holes are supposed to be there. The original holes for the latches would have been this guy and these two here. A little bit of repairing to do around the hinge, or not the hinge, sorry, the latch. There's a dovetail that goes on here. I actually managed to get that off without damaging the threads in the door or anything. So we can just bolt the new dovetail on. The female side of the dovetail on the truck's going to be a struggle. I got new ones of those as well. So I will get this sorted out and we'll come back. This door will be basically ready to go back on the truck, but there will be some repairing on the outside skin. So get the time lapse set up, keep going. Okay, got the door hinges all cleaned up. Managed to actually get nice, clean 5/16 fine thread threads into the hinges. So they're good to go. With the hinges in the closed position, there's actually quite a bit of room in there. So I should be able to use like a pan head bolt, like an Allen head or whatever, to hold the door on. Which works out really good in my favor. I'm happy with that. Forgot to order door pins. I just made a Speedway order, so I'm going to try and call them quick to see if I can add that to the order. Otherwise, we're in pretty good shape. Up next, get the doors fixed up. Okay, I flipped the door over, fixed the outer skin up before I decided to do this. Since I have a hole there, I had access so I could hammer and dolly where the skin was torn. So I welded it up, hammered and dollied it all smooth. Did the top as well. Changed my plans here. So I decided, instead of making it out of 2 layers, I've just got some 1/8" plate here. And then I welded in some little brackets, just a couple spot welds, kind of how it would have been from the factory. A couple spot welds there, 3 at this end. Now, I've got this plate prepped where I've drilled the 3 holes on each end. Fits in there super nice. Get it fitted in there just like so. I've got all the edges beveled so that I got lots of little more weld surface area on the welds, being as most of it's sheet metal. So I'll get this welded in, and then we got to locate the holes for the hinge right here. Slide the hinge in, but I've got the other door that I can measure off of. Try and get the holes in the exact right location. Since the hinge itself has the threaded holes in it now, I can actually drill these holes a little bigger and I'll end up with a little bit of movement on the door so I can get the door fitted perfectly. So I can end up going like a 3/8 hole or something instead of a 5/16. So I'll get this welded in and we'll get it ground up and it'll look like new. All welded in, plug welds, got it all ground. Turned out really nice. Super happy with it. Changed my mind on the hinges. Rather than order pins, the hinges were a little bit oblong and a little bit enlarged from over the years opening, cycling the doors. So turns out that it's 36 thousandths larger, a 5/16 bolt. So I just drilled straight through with a 5/16 drill bit. Ended up super, super solid. There's no slop in them at all. They're nice and snug. Works out perfect. I'll just get some nice stainless button head bolts or something. Nylock nut on the bottom so that they can't back off. Now the plan here, since I managed to save the threads and the hinges, it just slides in. Just got to drill my holes. The key is to get it in the right location the first time. So the other door, the hinges aren't completely busted out of it. This one actually doesn't need any work at all. So I can actually measure like there's a seam here that's the same on both doors, I can measure, you know, and then from the edge, measure, find the location of those holes, drill them. Same thing here. Should be able to measure, you know, in from the flange and find the correct location for the holes. Like I said, probably drill them out a little bit larger so that there's a little bit of room for the hinge to just wiggle a little bit. Finish up the top, exact same process as the bottom. Finish up the top, we'll drill the holes, get this door hung and swinging. Well, guys, I would call that a win. Door fits pretty good as far as the hinges go on the door. Like I said earlier, the post needs some work. You can see here that it's pretty cracked up. So there's actually cracks between all three bolts through the post, here, here, here. So the top hinge is pretty screwed up in the post and it's flexing a little bit. And it's allowing the door to droop. So it doesn't fit quite right to the body lines. A little bit here too, it's cracking. So I'm probably gonna just cut this out. Again, make a plate, not using the check strap. So I'll probably cut the plate up a little bit into here and just kind of, you know, make it fit. Drill the holes in it, make it right. Gonna have to countersink these ones because with the bolts in the door, I don't have enough room for bolts in both. So these ones will have to be countersunk into the plate. No big deal. But it's coming along. So probably not gonna film any of that. I feel like it's more of the same and just kind of boring to watch, repetitive. Next time you see that, the doors will be done. So I also got all this stuff. Brand new female dovetails, male dovetails, and the striker plates. New latches. Found all the hardware. You can see here, same thing. Rear post is cracked. Somebody's scabbed on a little bit of extra material onto the bottom of this striker plate. Because the door was drooping, rather than fix the door, they just added on so that the door would stay caught. Then the female dovetails, you can see, are pretty, you know, wallered out and chewed up. And the springs are seized in it, they don't move. So I'm gonna have to struggle getting these bolts out. I've been soaking them. They're not budging. So I'm gonna have to grind the heads off, drill them out. And the key to doing that and trying to save the threads is to drill the correct tap size right through the drill bit size for the tap size right through dead smack center, and then run a tap through to try and save the threads. You essentially just kind of, you know, clean out what's left of the bolt. So if I can't get them all done, I'm gonna end up, like I said, having to weld them up or, you know, cut a plate for the back side or something that I can, you know, re-tap for it. All boring stuff to watch. So I'll try and get most of that done off camera. So yeah, same thing on the other door. Anyway, if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys want to see. If you want to see more detailed stuff, more longer videos, whatever, let me know. Anyway, have a good one, guys.